What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So it's been a minute, but in today's video we have a lot of new products to test out. But as you can see by the title, the main focus today are the new blushes by Haus. This is the Lady Gaga brand. So I did pick up 4 shades. I also did pick up, this is fairly new, but this is the new Too Faced Makeup Insurance 18-hour wear setting spray, and this also has blue light defense. When I tell y'all, I wore that setting spray Saturday to my son's. Now I did mix it, I'm gonna be honest, I mixed these two. I wore it, I took my son to like the trampoline place, like Sky Zone. It's my middle baby's, his birthday is this week, so we went. So you know, it's a lot of kids, a lot of walking, jumping, all of that stuff. But when I tell you that my makeup looked like I can't even explain it, but I want to do a wear test for sure. I don't know if I'm gonna do the wear test on TikTok and maybe try to upload it here like in the shorts, but my face did not move. So yeah, I was excited about that. Anywho, I did pick up one of the new Cali Ray Highlight Hybrid Feels highlighter. Highlighter is stunning when I tell you. Now, I'm not big on purchasing highlighters, but I just wanted to pick this one up. And I did get the shade Moonlight Beach, which is this, you know, just a standard gold highlighter. And then I also do have the new Makeup Forever HD Skin Matte Velvet Powder. I did pick up the shade 3Y40. That is because if you do have the liquid foundation, the shades are the same. So I just pretty much picked up the same color that I have in the liquid foundation. Again, this is 3Y40. So I'm not going to use this by itself. I don't typically like to use powder foundation alone, but I will put it over top. So I don't know if it was that and a mixture of the setting sprays that I used on Saturday, but my makeup was flawless. Let me know if you do want to see this by itself. I'll try to figure it out. But without further ado, y'all, it's been a long intro. Let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and give this video a huge thumbs up, as all of those things do help out my channel. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. How has everybody been? I am keeping it very simple. I am not putting on lashes today. It's raining really, really bad, and it's been raining here since like, I want to say 3 or 4 in the morning. I wouldn't be surprised if in some areas if it starts to flood, but it's been raining, and it's like I have to go out to the store later. Then I do have to go pick my son up from school later. So you know, you got to stand outside and pick him up. So I'm going in with some mascara. Like, this is the Rare Beauty mascara. This is definitely, this and the One Size mascara are the only ones that I will probably splurge on. I did have, years ago, I did like and have the It Cosmetics, I think it's It Cosmetics mascara, but for me it was kind of clumpy. And other than that, I don't really spend a lot of money on mascara. If you want a good affordable one, I would definitely say the e.l.f. Lash and Roll or anything by Essence. But honestly, when e.l.f. came out with that Lash and Roll, I kind of feel like it's better than the Essence mascaras that we buy. Let me go ahead and apply primer. So I'm going to use the Milk Hydro Grip on the perimeter of the face, and then I'm just going to put the Peace Out Instant Pore in my T-zone area, and then I'm going to let that sit, and we'll come back and start doing foundation. So for foundation, I am using the Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation in the shade 11. Now, I also did use this foundation the other day. So like I said, I don't know really what it was, but it was a good mixture of, I guess, everything, and my makeup looked good. I'm going to try to use this Juvia's Place sponge. I will be very honest. I have not used it. I just wet it. It's clean. I kind of feel like people was hyping it up to be more than what it is. It's not worth $14 to me. I think it's like, oh, the shape. I don't care about none of that stuff. So I'm just going to use it because I bought it, but this wouldn't be like a sponge that I'm like, oh, I would repurchase. Just being honest. I mean, it's cool, like it could get in the inner corners, but there's so many other sponges that I feel could do the same. But we are just gonna use this to blend out the foundation. How have you guys been? Like, I took some time off, and the reason is I was gonna post a video. I know I posted like a shorts video of me applying the new One Size Attention Seeker foundation. Attention Seeker blush. When I tell you that blush is my girl. It's almost like, honestly, I feel like you don't even need that Dior pink blush if you purchase the One Size Attention Seeker. Now, I say that for me, and if you were thinking about getting the Dior blush and you don't have it, but I feel like you get more bang for your buck with the One Size. You get a cream blush, a powder blush, and then like a blush topper, which is almost like a highlighter but the same color as the blush. You get what I'm saying? But I feel like that shade in particular, Attention Seeker, looks good on like medium to deeper skin tones. Honestly, I feel like things look good on anybody's skin tone, but again, you have to go with what you prefer, what you like. I like it. So this is the foundation. Let's go ahead and do cream products. So I just brought out my Rare Beauty. This is in the shade Encourage. This is just a standard color, because I'm more than likely going to go in with one of the deeper tones of the Haus Labs blushes. So I just want to go ahead and just add something on the face. And then I need a brush. But let me know how you guys have been. I've missed filming, but like I was trying to say, I be getting sidetracked, y'all. I took a break because I was honestly, I had some, you know, medical things to take care of for my son, and then it was that, and it was me waiting for the Haus Lab blushes to release so that I could just order everything I wanted to order all at once, instead of like placing all these different orders. And I just want to shake it up, but I wanted to wait. So this is the Rare Beauty. I'm gonna do this on this side, and then I'm gonna take the Chanel one on the other side. The only downfall with Chanel is that these come in 3 shades, the cream bronzers. First of all, this was $50, but this is the deepest shade, and as you can see, it would match me pretty good, which is a bad thing, because I feel like you should have more shades than this. But yeah, I'm just gonna take my brush and kind of swirl it in there, and then what I'm gonna do is use this Too Faced spray. I do like how like even the mister is. So I'm just gonna do that and go ahead and apply it. It was very soft, as you can see. Let me just go ahead and blend out with the same brush. I'm just going to blend out the Fenty one. But I think I'm going to go ahead and order the Makeup by Mario just to try it out. And I think I'm only doing that because everybody, you know how everybody use it and swear by stuff. So I have to see for myself. Speaking of which, the beauty community on TikTok has been like intense. Like, if you want something, if you don't mind spending $50 on this and you want something very subtle or something that you could possibly build up, I would say give this a try. Other than that, it's not worth it for the $50. I don't think that would be a product I would repurchase, just me being honest. Now the Fenty matchstick in the shade Truffle, again, this is the shade that I'm using. That is something that I would repurchase, in my personal opinion, and go in with the Huda Beauty Cookie Dough Concealer. So I do have the shade Granola, but I wanted something a little bit lighter to brighten my under eye, and I picked up the shade Cookie Dough. I did use it the other day, and I loved how it looked, so we're going to go ahead and do that. That is just pretty much what I do with my concealer. I let it sit for a little bit, and then I try to spread it out. But what I was saying is, the beauty community on TikTok is just like, girls, it's a lot of drama. And although it may seem interesting, I don't really care about stuff like that. Like, I'm just that type of person. Like, I mind my business. I don't really comment on, like, if I'm gonna comment on something, I'm not gonna do it online. I'm gonna send it to my sister and be like, girl. But yeah, it's a lot. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't really like how thin this is. It's pointy enough to get under the eyes, but it's kind of hard to control it. So I do feel like this was overhyped, this sponge. So for pressed powder, again, we are going in with the Makeup Forever HD Skin Matte Velvet 24-hour undetectable blurring foundation, powder foundation. Again, 3Y40 is the shade that I picked up. So I'm just going to set the perimeter of my face with this. And then yeah, like I could definitely see the difference in the Chanel cream bronzer versus the Fenty. I feel like the Fenty one is kind of like standing out a little bit more. So I'm just gonna take my Essence bronzer palette and just use this. I typically use the second shade and the third one, just kind of mix them to add my bronzer. If I could find a brush. I don't know if you guys, I don't know if she still sells them, but shout out to Ohima for getting a collab with e.l.f. Cosmetics. If you don't know who Ohima is, I will try to leave her page here on the screen. But she also had like a, it's called Bonsu Beauty, like a makeup line, and I bought her brush set. So, but this was a while ago. Just wanted to throw that out there. I don't know if she still sells them, but I really do like the brushes. I love how this is like, it's fluffy, but it's angled good enough. Like, this is my go-to bronzer brush. But I have so many brushes that I had some brushes hidden, because it's like, why do you have all of your brushes like kind of sitting out? And when I was cleaning out my makeup and going through my brushes, I'm like, oh, I forgot I bought them. Okay. So Now the moment I've been waiting for on camera, the new Haus Labs by Lady Gaga. These are her, it's a part of like that Triclone Skin, but these are the powder foundation. So I did pick up 4 of the 5 shades. The first shade I'm going to show you is Watermelon Bliss, which is described as a red a red blush. Now these are, let me actually go on Sephora's website, do retail for $38, so very expensive for one blush. My suggestion would be it's different if you want to support, or you really do like the brand, or you find that you purchase one and you really like the shades, you want to get more. That's different. Me personally, I would just stick to maybe purchasing a color that you know you're going to use more instead of buying all of them, because it is very pricey. This is in the shade Dragon Fruit Days, so this is a very pretty pink, definitely a different color pink from the new One Size Attention Seeker, but kind of along that same family line. This is in the shade is it Acai? It's not Acai, it's Acai Sky, something like that. Anywho, this is more of like a plum shade, you could kind of see. And then last but not least, I did get Pomelo Peach, which is more of a very peachy, new, everyday wearable shade. For today's video, I personally want to go in with Watermelon Bliss, which is the more red tone. So let's see how this goes. Let me find a good brush. This is the Alamar Cosmetics complexion brush. I saw that Alamar Cosmetics actually came out with some new cream blushes, and I think I want to get them. Very pretty. Let me zoom you in just so you can kind of see the texture. So this is Watermelon Bliss. I don't really see any patchiness. Let me know if you guys see any patchiness. I'm gonna add Pomelo Peach on the other side, and then I'll just probably add Watermelon Bliss back over it. Let me get a different brush just so I can use 2 of, let me see what kind of brush is this, just so I can use 2 of the 4 that I got, so doesn't look as pigmented. But let's go ahead and try it again. This is Pomelo Peach. Yeah, so very subtle. This one is definitely good, like as far as I feel like you can really, I honestly think you can probably build these up really good, but this is definitely a more wearable everyday shade. This, I'm going out somewhere. Watermelon Bliss. But let me go ahead and try to add Watermelon Bliss over top of this, just so that I don't have 2 different cheeks. Let's see. But I do feel like they are pigmented. I will say maybe go in with a light hand. I don't feel like it looks too bad with me adding a shade, over the other one. Let me go ahead and add Pomelo Peach on the other side too. Just kind of even it out. So I'm very blushy. Let me get my powder brush. And I did not add any more product onto the powder brush, but just trying to blend it out a little bit, soften it up. But I think that they are very pretty. And again, like I said, these do retail for $38. They come in 5 shades, and I do have 4 of the 5. They are talc-free, which is a good thing. And let me see, natural finish, hydrating, cruelty-free, pressed powder formula, vegan. It does have that fermented arnica that the foundation has. It helps reduce redness and hydrating Hydra Berry that melts onto skin for a second skin finish. So far so good. Let me go ahead and do some swatches for you guys just so you can see of the 4 shades that I have. Okay, so for reference, these are swatches. Now, I personally don't like swatches. I don't feel like they really do a product justice. But the first shade is the Dragon Fruit Days. This is the Acai Sky, Watermelon Bliss, and Pomelo Peach. So very, very pretty. What I will say that I appreciate is that they're not chalky or they don't have a lot of kick up. So when you're, let me see which hand, when you're kind of swirling in that product, as you can see, there's not a lot of kick up. It's just literally coming off that pigment. So that is a plus for me. Not to say that if they do have that kick up, that it will not be as pigmented, but it's just a good thing because sometimes it does get frustrating having products kind of flying all over the place, as far as like once you're dipping your product in it, powder just flying everywhere. So that's the difference. All right, y'all, so for the lip combo, I am using the One Side Lip Snatcher in the shade Coin Collector, and then I do have 4 of the 5 Fenty Velvet Liquid lipsticks. So for today's video, I'm just going to use Sea Sweetheart. MVP and HBIC are the 2 reds. Bomb. Bomb, bomb, bomb. I did pick up another one of his lip liners. I think it's called Cold Word or something. It's like a plum berry shade. And I matched that one with one of her red lipsticks. It was so pretty. And I'm sorry, I know this video is longer than usual. You guys know I personally like to do voiceovers, but I just kind of wanted to talk through this one today. Get this ready. It just like sprays evenly. Like I really, really, really like that. Let's see. Alright, you guys, so that is it for today's video. Baby, do you see that highlighter? I don't usually like highlighter. Like y'all, if you've been watching me, you know I usually just do highlighter on the tip of my nose, Cupid's bow, and I'm done. What I will say, let's kind of go through a speed review of all the new things. We actually have a tornado warning in my area, so I'm trying to hurry up because I gotta go get my baby. We've never had that out here, so it's just kind of weird. But anywho, the Haus Lab blushes, beautiful, pigmented, love it. However, they're too expensive for one blush. So I will say, as I mentioned, stick to whatever shade you know you are going to use. Do not go out trying to purchase all 5 if you don't need them, if you know you're not going to use them. If you're more of a neutral, I just like blush on an everyday type of thing, neutral shades, Pomelo Peach. I do think that there's one more like neutral rosy shade. That is the one that I did not pick up, but I would say that one or Pomelo Peach. I mean, if you do like pops of color, then definitely by all means go for it. As far as like I just feel like the Acai Sky, I hope I'm saying it right, y'all. That's how I want somebody to tell me to say it at work. So then I mean he was wrong. But this one I feel like is perfect for like the deeper skin tones, like tan to deeper skin tones. It's beautiful. But again, like I said, they are very expensive, so just be mindful of that. I mean, if it's your money, so if you don't mind blowing a bag on some blushes, that's you. As far as the Fenty liquid lipsticks. Again, this is in the shade C Sweetheart. So of course it looks a little deeper because I am wearing a lip liner. So I'm just going to swatch it next to this pink blush here. But this is the liquid lipstick that I have on. Very pretty, very smooth and creamy. What I will say that I noticed is that this liquid lipstick, the shade, the MVP, the one that everybody said she wore at the Super Bowl, that shade had a lot of transfer. And I feel like it never really dried down and moved around a lot on my lips. Whereas Saturday, I wore the other red shade. It's HBIC. I've worn the shade Riri. And now this one. And I feel like these are, I feel like they're locked in. Like they're not going to move around. Now, they are not kiss proof or anything like that. She didn't say that. But I just noticed a difference. Like, I feel like the shade, the MVP, was a little bit more messy than the other ones that I've tried. So that's just something to kind of note. Again, the Chanel cream bronzer is nothing new. I bought it because I kept seeing it on Instagram Reels. You know, all the girls are using, you know how everybody use stuff. It's not worth $50 in my personal opinion. I would not repurchase it. I will continue to use it. It is a soft look as far as bronzer. Again, that was the deepest shade that they had, which to me is kind of a bummer. But that's just something that I noticed. This Cali Ray highlighter. Y'all, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I think I just already said something about it, but I just want to mention it again. I like how it looks. It just looks so like, it's definitely beaming. I don't know. I can't even explain it, but it doesn't have like that texture. Now, some highlighters just add a little bit more texture to the skin. This one just feels so soft. And it looks soft with the makeup. Doesn't look like too much going on. Again, as I mentioned, let me know if you want to see me do a review on just the Makeup Forever blurring foundation powder on its own. Again, I did grab the shade 3Y40. That is the shade that I am in their liquid foundation with this line. I cannot say that this was the cause of why the skin looked smooth. Was it that? Was it the Too Faced setting spray, like locking everything in? What was it? So I don't know for sure if it was just this or whatever. So I can't really give like an honest opinion. To me right now, it's just another powder that you can use to set your face. If you use a loose and a pressed powder to set the face. Let me make sure that that was it. Real quick, I like it. I do. I love how fine the mister is, and I love how it kind of melted all of my products together. So this for me is something that I would definitely recommend as well. But that is it, y'all. I hope you all truly enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And I hope you all stay blessed. Be safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.